On the Bigfoot subreddit, Reddit user Unique at 1100 shared an intriguing video that has had people talking since it was posted a few weeks ago. In the clip, we see someone filming a quiet wooded area during the afternoon at an unspecified location. For the first 15 seconds or so, not much happens, but then the camera zooms in and things get much more interesting. A mysterious figure can be seen moving among the trees.
Are you joking right now? Be in the house.
It appears to be cautiously looking around, perhaps checking if anyone is nearby. While it's unclear if it noticed the person recording, it definitely seems alert to something. Could it be the elusive Bigfoot? The shape and posture certainly match common descriptions, though unfortunately we don't have a clear enough view to say for certain. Still, it's a fascinating clip that will undoubtedly generate debate. So, what do you think? Could it really be Bigfoot, or is it just another misidentified figure in the woods? Our fear of being watched and our homes becoming unfamiliar. Let me know what you think. Is it real paranormal activity or just a very well-staged performance? A video posted on September 22nd, 2009 by a YouTube user known as Blackwing96 shows a teenager explaining.
I've been hearing some bumping noises upstairs, like right where my room is. I'm just gonna take a look at. Come on. Okay. They're like, what the f? What is that? You guys hear that, right?
That he's been hearing knocking noises on the floor above, right where his room is. As he goes upstairs, it doesn't take long for things to get seriously disturbing. Around second 12, strange voices can be heard coming from his room, and about 30 seconds later, there's a loud noise.
I don't really know what I'm supposed to say. Oh, can you do that again? Fuck this.
Possibly a door slamming, followed by a series of knocks. When he enters the room, at first everything seems normal, but that quickly changes. Suddenly, the cup sitting on his dresser moves by itself. No one is nearby. Blackwing96 is clearly stunned and stammers in disbelief. He nervously asks the spirit if it can do it again, and it does. The cup is pushed off the dresser and falls to the floor, making him flee in terror. Unfortunately, Blackwing96 hasn't posted anything in over 14 years, so an update is unlikely. Still, the video remains one of those early internet uploads that are stuck in viewers' memories for years. Some believe it could have been clever staging, but there's something about the raw, imperfect nature of the video and the reaction that sounds genuine. TikTok user Paranormal with Leave posted a chilling series of videos that has been getting attention on the platform. The first video, uploaded in May 2025, shows Leave lying in her bed, trying to relax at night. But things take a disturbing turn when she hears scratching noises coming from the room across the hall. And then this happens. At first, it's just soft scratching noises. But then the string lights in her room are suddenly ripped down by what appears to be an invisible force. It's an intense escalation, and from Liv's reaction, you can tell she's absolutely terrified. Honestly, if that happened to me, I'd probably react the same way. In a second clip, Liv and her boyfriend return home after ordering takeout. Only to see something disturbing when they enter their parking lot. Looking toward their window, they see what appears to be a hooded, dark figure staring at them, and as quickly as it appears, the figure disappears from view. By the third video, both Liv and her boyfriend are visibly shaken and reluctant to even enter their own house.
Don't mind our house, but the blanket is on the floor. If you guys saw my last video, it was hung up right there. What the?
The tack in a pile. Like I could see them like just falling off the wall, but like I had.
How are they like all in a pile like that? What?
But when they finally do, something totally disturbing greets them. Don't mind our house, but the blanket is on the floor. Guys, if you saw my previous video, it was hanging right there. A blanket is seen thrown on the floor, and on top of it a neat pile of tacks. No clear explanation, no apparent disturbance, just another strange and disturbing development. Some viewers have wondered if this could be a clever hoax or a series of staged events. But nothing in Liv's reactions or how the clips unfold seems exaggerated. If anything, the rawness of the footage makes everything seem even more believable. Whether it's an apparition, a prank, or something completely different, this series definitely touches something primal. On TikTok, a man named Josh Robellit uploaded a video documenting truly terrifying activity in his home. At the beginning of the video, Josh explains he just returned from work and says there absolutely shouldn't be anyone in the house at that time of day. However, he mentions that upon arriving at the driveway, something immediately surprised him. Let's see. As you can see,
just pulled up, and what is that? Is that a person? Should be nobody in the house, nobody at all. Okay, well, guess I'll check it out.
A dark figure is clearly visible looking through Josh's house window. But when he runs inside to investigate moments later, he finds nothing. No signs of forced entry. No lingering presence. It's as if the figure had vanished into thin air, as if it had never really been there. In the second video, uploaded later, Josh is simply trying to relax when he hears loud knocking, coming from somewhere downstairs. Naturally, he takes his phone to document what's happening, and things only get more chilling from there. Downstairs, a light flickers rapidly.
Not again. Hello? Hello? No, I don't think so. No. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm done.
And even more disturbing, a child's rocking horse begins moving by itself. The video ends shortly after, leaving us with more questions than answers. When both clips are combined, they paint a quite disturbing picture. It's one thing to see a mysterious figure in a window, but then having physical activity, noises, lights and objects moving by themselves suggests this could be more than just a simple episode of supernatural activity. Whether it's something demonic, or simply something incredibly persistent, you can't blame Josh. He decides to pack up and leave forever. Some viewers have speculated whether this could be a hoax, but there's nothing conclusive to support that idea. Either way, believe it or not, you can't deny the disturbing atmosphere these videos convey. Let's hope Josh has found a way to cleanse his home or move somewhere very, very far away. What do you think is happening here? Something paranormal or something completely different? Let me know in the comments. Today's first entry comes from the TikTok account Hats Off to the Energy, who says their sister is fixing up an old cabin located somewhere in Oregon, but keeps being interrupted by their dog, who seems really scared of something. Additionally, their young son apparently won't stop talking to someone who isn't even there. In the clip, we see how the user films the exterior of the cabin when, suddenly, something genuinely disturbing happens.
There's something moving in the door. The thing is, that door in there is really stiff. Like all of them are. So there's nothing hanging there. Fuck. It's creepy. It's gotta be something. I just hit a moment. What the f? It just. What the. What the. What the. Holy f.
There's something moving in the door. The problem is that door is really stuck, like all of them. So there's nothing hanging there. If you look at the upper balcony, you can see some kind of sinister entity peeking out from above toward the person recording, before slowly sliding back inside the cabin, while the user watches in complete shock and amazement. Many people in the comments speculated that the figure could simply be a curtain moved by the wind. However, in a second video, the user returns to the location and seems to rule out that theory by showing there are no curtains hanging in that area, making the original clip even more disturbing. Later, she shows us the interior of the cabin and explains that a couple lived there decades ago. The husband eventually passed away, and it seems all his belongings were left behind. The place seems frozen in time. If the figure wasn't simply a coincidence or optical effect, then something inexplicable might be occurring, whether it's residual energy from the former resident or something completely different.
Ah lain mang eta mang.
Anjir.
Anjir, non eta mang euy?
A man at that moment, together with his wife, was climbing Mount Shikarai in the afternoon when the weather was rainy and foggy. When he playfully recorded his wife from behind, he didn't realize there was something strange as follows. Please observe. From the distance in front of them, there was an apparition that looked like a figure dressed in white that was just standing still. Strangely, when this video was recorded, the man didn't see or feel anything strange at all, and only realized it after he was already at home and watched the recording again. This strange incident was experienced by a woman who lived alone with her child in their new house. When she felt bored and playfully sang while being recorded, her camera accidentally captured a strange apparition as follows. Please observe.
Se as lágrimas embaçam seu olhar e o coração. Ai, mamãe, vai pra sala, vai pra mamãe gravar, senão eu esqueço. Tô já. Se as lágrimas embaçam seu olhar e o coração já não consegue mais se alegrar, é nessa hora que
Recorded on camera, there was an apparition on the stairs that looked like feet hanging downward. First, its appearance was not noticed by that woman. The second time, the woman realized and did a check. However, unfortunately, she didn't have the courage to go upstairs because the second floor was very dark.
é nessa hora que
A man that night was hunting eels in the rice field while video calling with his friend. However, it wasn't an eel that he got, but instead he encountered this terrifying thing. Please observe.
Aduh, kira. Aduh, naon ngayet teh.
Turun, warbun, atur nuhun.
Lah, astagfirullahaladzim, naon itu, euy?
Naon, Mang?
Itu naon itu? Astagfirullahaladzim, la ilaha illallah.
Mang.
Anjing.
Apa, Mang? Anjing.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Ketempo, Mang, ku aing ge, Mang.
Hah?
Ketempo ku urang ge, Mang.
Geus ku cacing kalung abeh. Teh layak keneh teu. Bisi karung.
Teuing tah. Tuh. Ah lain, Mang, eta Mang.
Anjir,
naon eta Mang euy? Naon eta Mang?
As we could see, there was an apparition of a figure with long flowing hair and dressed in white that was standing in a dark place not far from that man's position. He who realized the presence of the figure that was suspected to be a very tall kuntilanak instantly got goosebumps and was frightened.
Tuh. Ah lain, Mang, eta Mang.
Anjir,
naon eta Mang euy?
A man who was on duty for night patrol was surprised and frightened when he saw the following apparition. Please observe.
Cek kolong yang bener cucu.
very clearly recorded. There was an apparition of a head figure with disheveled hair and strange black face under the space beneath his hut. The figure that looked terrifying was observing him, which made the man instantly scream surprised and hysterically frightened. Seeing an apparition of a figure like this behind the house at 12 o'clock midnight, a man immediately rushed to record it. Please observe. As we could see, there was an apparition of a figure with long flowing hair and dressed in clean white that was sitting behind that man's house. The figure that was suspected to be a Kuntilanak had a pale face and was observing him, which made the man instantly feel very frightened. A man who was testing his courage in a public cemetery was surprised by the arrival of an OJL driver, who was confused looking for his customer's address who had ordered food. According to the customer's address point, the location was correct, being in the middle of the cemetery. However, as we could see, there wasn't a single residence house there, and then this is what happened. Please observe.
Ini Jalan Senam nomor 24.
Jalan Senam.
Atas nama Ibu Asti.
Bapak nganter apa?
Ini food.
Pada. Di dia mah teu aya ieu teu aya bumi. Paling sebelah sana aya warga. Cuman jauh, tapi titiknya di mana di sini?
Iya sih,
titiknya di dia, laras Bapak.
Nomor 24.
Dicoba dicek dari dia tebih atuh ka bumi paling ditu aya nih orang. Itu paling ditu aya warga sareng paling ditu tapi tebih. Tapi tebih Pak, motor di mana?
Oh, nak.
Yakin Bapak?
Mau nanya?
Ah, bisa atuh kade Bapak. Hei! Anjir! Kalau ngagetin, enggak anjir si Bapak itu wanian bener loh Tom. Astagfirullahaladzim, maaf sebenarnya saya agak kasar ya. Semoga dijauh kaditus ya. Jauh gitu Pak. Itu tuh. Ayah. Pak, yakin Bapak coba abis ninggal deh cik Pak. Yakin eta? Astagfirullahaladzim. Yakin eta? Astagfirullahaladzim. Oh.
As we could see, right in front of that OJL driver, there was an apparition of a figure with very long and very disheveled hair. However, unfortunately, its real form was not seen completely. It was only briefly seen like a head figure with very long hair and as if it had a white face. What is your opinion? What figure was that? Write your answers in the comments section.
Yakin Bapak coba abis ninggal deh cik Pak. Yakin eta?
A man heard sounds coming from behind his house at midnight, and when he checked it, this is what he found. Please observe.
Coba lihat guys. Tuh guys. Naik duku-duku guys. Nyata nggak? Ayo. Kepalaku besar. Oh, apa itu? Zoom, zoom. Ayo, zoom. Oh, aduh. Mana zoomnya guys? Mana dia?
As we have already witnessed, That man bravely dared to record the apparition of the figure that was behind him. The apparition briefly looked like a pocong but had a large head according to that man's testimony and direct observation.
Naik duku-duku je. Nyata nggak? Ayo. Ayo. Kepalaku besar.